fit in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Throwing on first down, Jones. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Daniel Jones.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
He throws there, incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure they didn't get anywhere near to bring that 4th down.
They were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive.
They are led out by their 27-year-old quarterback, a 2-time Pro Bowler. It's Dak Prescott.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 12 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line is going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
And 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. On the run, this is Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Texans 31-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. That's what they just did on that play.
And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
From the 29, Jones finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gets it quickly to Galloway. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Colts 7, Texans nothing.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Jones pass.
The end result, 21 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
The kick is good. Makes the score Colts 7.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh.
Jones got hit and lost it. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And it's incomplete.
Jones.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Golladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
His kick is
and he's able to put it through. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will score a pick 6. For the Texans, TD. Gay is on for the point after. It's good to make it 17-7.
Is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and...
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Kenny Galladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that
the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dominic Pecco racks up the sack. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Jones. They'll get this one to Galladay. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he's got it. And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, McCaffrey. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Here's A.J. Green as he gets set to go again on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Sets up 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
4-yard line.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So that came a little abruptly here.
With the score.
Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. And we can get to the 3rd quarter now. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. On 1st and 10, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And again, it's Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. The pass. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5.
That's good.
And the Colts are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kareem Hunt with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
Now left side on the swing pass. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Marianitis. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
And Prescott has an interception.
Picked by Riley Harrison, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
and probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 13.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Now Jones throwing on first down. And Josh Hill has it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
7-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Complete to
Josh Hill.
Touchdown.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Colts coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. Prescott on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
Prescott's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw again. Prescott trying to lay one up deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 13 today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football. and that's going to help lead to the interception.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. McCaffrey. He's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First and 10. At their own 28.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Prescott to throw it, escaping the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
The Colts take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Bashaud Breeland. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts.
First and 10.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's McCaffrey. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
And 6 at the 21-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing Jones. And get this man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Austin Hooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.